All right, we're starting section 2.5 over the distributive property. And so we saw it a little bit on the last test, but the idea is that you have a term, a number or a variable directly in front of a parenthesis, meaning it's multiplied to the parenthesis, and then you have more than one thing inside the parenthesis, separated by either a plus sign or a minus sign. So you distribute the piece on the outside by multiplication to everything on the inside. So A times B is AB plus A times C is AC. So it's a pretty simple concept. The biggest mistake people make is not distributing to the second piece or losing a sign on the second piece. So be careful of that. Don't forget the AC part. We'll just do a bunch of examples. I think you'll find it pretty straightforward. I think I might just start numbering these. The directions are just going to say multiply. Either multiply, or they might say, it kind of depends, or they might say simplify. All right, 3 times y plus 7. So we're going to do 3 times y, which is 3y plus 3 times 7, which is 21. And that's the answer. And I'm just going to start going number 2 because there's a lot of examples. 4n plus 6 times 2. Now they might put the number or the variable at the end of the parenthesis, but you could still distribute. It doesn't matter which direction you distribute it. So 2 times 4n would be 8n plus 2 times 6 is 12. 3, 6. You might have subtraction signs inside the parentheses, so I would remember to keep change because you're a lot less likely to lose the negative sign. So keep change, and then you distribute. Some people call this the rainbow property because of these little arrows on top. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 6 times negative x is negative 6x. Remember that these two can't get added to each other in any of these cases because that's an x term, that's a number. That's an n term, that's a number. That's a y term, that's a number. Those are not alike, so that's as far as you could go. Number 4. You'll see some of these also in this section, so it doesn't really seem to match up with the distributive property concept, but I think they're just kind of as a review, really. Now, I'm not distributing anywhere here, but this is just adding like terms. So I'm going to keep change first. An A term can add with an A term, and the number can't add with anything here because he could only add with another number. So 8a and 3a is 11a plus the negative 11. That's as far as it goes. And then some of the distributive problems are going to build a little bit. They'll be a little bit larger. So 3y minus 7 minus 8. So I'm going to keep change here, keep change here. And let me do it this way. 3y plus 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. Then adding the negative 8. So these two are like terms. The 3y cannot get added. So we get 3y plus negative 29. Easy enough. Number 6. Let's get this up a little bit. So let's put a negative 5 on the outside, and then 3m minus 4z plus 2. You might have more than 2 things in the parenthesis. You could have 15 things in here, it doesn't matter. And then minus Z. So let's don't keep change here. This is a negative sign. There's nothing in front of it, so you're not going to keep change. Leave that as a negative. But here I am. Change, and then keep change here. All right, let's go ahead and distribute. So that'll give me negative 15m plus negative 5 and negative 4z is positive 20z. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10, and then we're adding the negative z. Now it's all addition here, so we need to look for like terms. I have an m term, which can't add with anything. I have two z terms, and then this 10, negative 10, also can't add with anything. So we'll have negative 15m, 20z plus a negative z. Now if you want to put, there's an invisible 1 here, if that helps you. 20 plus a negative 1 is going to be 19z plus negative 10. Note that those do not add to each other. And let's see, I think, oh yeah, let's do 7. Then there's some even bigger ones like 9 times r plus 5 plus 8 times r minus 2 minus 4r. Now we've got two distributive pieces plus another term out here. So I'm going to keep change here and keep change there. All right, distributing the first one. So 9r plus 9 times 5 is 45 plus 8 times r is 8r plus 8 times negative 2 is negative 16, and then we're tacking on the negative 4r. Now I have an r term there, an r term there, another r term there. Those r terms add to each other. The number adds to the number. So 9r plus negative 4r's makes 5r's. You're just adding the number in the front. Oh no, I forgot. And then there's an 8r too. So, well here. 9r and negative 4r is negative 5r. And then plus the 8. So you can add them in any order, but I get 3r. You could also go 9 plus 8 is 17. And then minus, oh, what did I do? Not 3. 5. That's 13, sorry. 9 plus 8 is 17, and then take 4r's away makes 13r. Plus, now we have 45 minus 16, so that is, what, 34? Better check my math, I am slow today. Wait, 16, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 29. What am I doing? Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. So let's rewrite this. It's 13r plus 29. Always helps to check the math on a slow day. And that's what you get. All right, I think you've got the idea